Are you guys struggling to hit Unreal this season? Well, in this video, I'm going to be giving you tips and tricks on how you can reach Unreal. Now, one of my favorite drop spots is this place by Hazy Hillside for solos, and that's because you can get a grapple blade every time as long as you go over to this Lady Hope and you can buy one for 400 gold. So it won't be something you can do every game, but a lot of times you can find a grapple blade down here, but if you don't, then you can just come down here and talk to this lady. And there's going to be slaps all around here, so you don't even have to use any shield. And there's also fish thing cooler, so if you are lucky, maybe you can even get a shieldfish and eat that to get to 100 as well. Now, a great place for duos is this unnamed location by Pleasant Plaza because you can basically get a free kill and god loot every game. Now, let's just see how. Now, if you go to this entrance right here, there is two weapon spawns in the beginning, a chest and a pistol, or any weapon, and then there's another one right there and a chest down here. And then if you go in here, there will be another weapon that can spawn there instead of wood. And then also you have this entire area to yourself. Or people will sometimes be here and you can get a free kill. So it's either one or the other. Now, a lot of times when people do come down here, you want to camp behind that wall. And then you want to make sure that you're being very careful and not revealing your location because they could snipe you, and you want to be one and make sure you and your duo are targeting the same one. And basically right there you can get a free kill every time. Now, the loadout I'm carrying right here is perfect for any game mode that you're playing, and the reason for this is because snipers are just so good this season, and medkits are just a must-have because you do take a lot of storm because storm is super fast this season. So make sure you are carrying medkits and minis, or instead of minis, I do love to carry big pots and have your duo that carry big, and have your duo carry minis. But right here I'm carrying minis instead of big pots. Now, if you're in solos, I recommend just carrying big pots, but it's up to you, whatever you feel more comfortable with. Now, you always have to have a grapple blade, and that's why that spot in solos is just so good, because grapple blades are just the best way to rotate this season, and it's just crazy for getting height. Now, the auto shotgun is definitely the best shotgun because then you don't have to carry an AR, and so that allows you to carry 2 heals. Now, it also does a ton of damage, and when you get in someone's box, all you gotta do is spray, and you win a fight 100% of the time if someone else is using the hammer shotgun, as long as you hit your shots. Now, in order to hit Unreal, you really need to be going for one of these, Forecast Tower or Loot Island. And the reason for this is because they both give you major points, and it makes it where you're 100% not going to lose any points. So you need to go for at least one of these. In my opinion, I do like going for Forecast Tower because you are able to see future rings, which is huge for when you're boxing up. Now, Loot Island will give you more points, but it's also going to be a lot more contested, so definitely going for Forecast Tower is better. And both these drop spots that I marked, there was Forecast Towers right next to it, so keep that in mind. Now, in order to make it to Unreal, you have to understand the rank system. Now, this season's kind of different from any other season. Now, the first thing to keep in mind is kills. Now, in solo, you're going to get more points for kills, but least points for placement. And the reason for this is because it's easier to get placement because when there's people in final ring, it's going to be a solo instead of a duo, so that means less people. But it's also harder to get kills because when you fight people, you're only fighting one person instead of two, meaning you're going to get more points for kills. Now, for duos, it's just the opposite. You get more for placement, but less for kills. So keep that in mind. Now, when playing a game mode, it's really up to you, and if you really have someone as a partner that will help you or if they're going to hurt you. Now, it always is usually funner to play duos as long as your partner is not getting angry at you or you're not getting angry at them. So just keep in mind which one you want to play, and you can play different ones every day. It's just up to you guys. Now, this season, third parties are like it's never been before. I swear I'm getting third party at least 10 times more. And the way you can counter this is by not fighting on edge of zone, because a lot of people are always rotating in, so you're getting trapped, and then people will come in third party. And then also taking smart fights. Now, the way you can do this is making sure that no medallions are near you, and if you don't need loot or mats or refresh at all, then you don't want to fight. Now, here's where placement comes in. So once you get top 75, you'll lose less, top 50 you'll lose less, top 25 you'll lose less, and top 10. And once you get to top 10, every point down you will gain. Now, it's not exact, every match is different from how much you gain, which is a little bit interesting. But just keep in mind, if you get the top 10, try and survive as long as you can. And the margins just start getting bigger and bigger until you get the win. Now, the reason you guys can definitely be stuck in your ranks is because you're dying off spawn a lot of games and then you end up getting a 15 kill win. That is not going to gain you any. You have to make sure that you're either getting a lot of medium games or you're getting some really good games. Now, you can have, of course, a couple, bad games here and there, but having a die off spawn every game needs you either need to change up your strategy or learn some different strats so then you're not. Because that is going to set you away from getting to Unreal, especially this season when you lose a ton. Now, a huge tip I can give you guys is making sure you're rotating early and rotating to dead side. And what dead side mean is rotating where players aren't going to be. So this is usually the long route, and so it's not the fastest, so that's really why you have to rotate early. And it's also the safest way because there's not going to be players, and so you can build a base on the dead side and have free rotation every game. Now let's talk about endgame. Now in endgame, you want to make sure you're not wasting all your mats, but you want to make sure that you're building. And the reason you don't want to waste all your mats is because eventually you might want to take height, and then you can just win a game. If you have height, you have a way better chance than if you have low ground, because as you can see right here, I am getting sprayed. Now the thing is, you have to learn how to tarp, and so what that means is basically rotating in the zone safely. And so the way you do that is by basically just making a ton of boxes into ring. Now, if you're not good at this, then I would recommend playing duos and trying to get your duo to do this and drop all your mats to them, and they'll be the main person that's rotating. Now, if this video helped you out at all, please let me know down in the comments because I'm trying to work on my videos to make them even better for you guys. Now, if you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.